Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be making this beautiful Bubu crop top. So if this is something that interests you, kindly stay tuned to the end of this tutorial. Thank you. So guys, this is the fabric we are going to be using for our tutorial. So this fabric is about 1.5 inches, 1.5 yards. So and if you have my size, you can use 1.5 yards. If you are not up to me, you can use 1 yard. So I'm just trying to place the pattern, because the patterned fabric, so I'm trying to place how I'm going to place the pattern. So after that, I decided to fold it into two first, then I folded it again into two, like so. I hope you guys are seeing the way I folded the fabric. So now I'm just trying to like arrange it properly. Then once I arrange it properly, I'm going to lay it down on the table so we can continue with it. So now because it's a Bubu top, we are going to be cutting both the sleeve together with the main bodies. So I'm just trying to measure what I have as my width here, so I will know if it is enough. So this is like 21 inches, and my shoulder measurement is 8 inches. That means I have like extra 13 inches, which is going to serve as my sleeve. So I'm trying to like fold it up to my waistline measurements, because it's a crop top, so it's going to stop on my waist. My waistline measurement is 18 inches, but I'm going to add like 2.5 inches to it, because we are adding elastic band to the waist side. So I'm adding 2 inches to fold in for the elastic casing, then the 1/2 inch is for joining the two shoulders together. So after arranging the clothes, after measuring out the length that I want, I'm just going to reconfirm the measurement. So once I confirm it, I'm going to take my scissors and cut out the excess. So guys, after cutting out the excess, this is what we'll be working with. So the width is 21 inches and the length is 20.5 inches. So that's the center front and center back, and the other side is the side. So I'm just going to go ahead now to just open up the upper part of this fabric. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'm just trying to open it up. So after opening it up, I'm just trying to like lay it and arrange it properly. This fabric is a little bit soft and it's slippery, so I have to be careful while cutting it. So this is what we are working with now. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to measure my neck measurement. So the neck width I'm going for is 4 inches, because I'm a big person. So if you are smaller than me, you can use 3 inches or 3.5. So I'm using 4 inches for my neck width. So I'm sorry if you are not seeing it very well. Like I said, the clothes is somehow, so you might not see it properly. So the neck width I'm going for is 4 inches, like I said earlier. So, and I'm going for the neck depth for the front panel of 6.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead now to measure 6.5 inches for my neck depth, and I'm just going to connect those two together to form my front neckline. So for the back panel, I'm going to be using 1.5 inches for the neck depth of the back panel. We are maintaining the neck width of the front panel for the back panel, but I'm going to go down by 1.5 inches for the neck depth of the back panel. So after marking out the neckline, so I'm trying to cut out the neckline for the back panel. That's what I just cut out now. So I'll lift up the front panel and I'll cut out the neckline as well. So our neckline for our Bubu crop top is ready. So the next thing I'm going to do is to move to the other side to measure out the armhole. But like I said, the cloth is slippery, so I'm trying to use the pins to hold them together as I shift it to the other side. So on the other side is not all that smooth, so I had to trim off some excesses. I have to trim off the edges so as to make it kind of smooth. So after trimming off the edges, I'm going to go ahead and measure what I'm going to use as my armhole. So I'm just going to go down by 10 inches from the beginning of the fabric. So this is the 10 inches that I just marked. This doubles as my armhole and my sleeve opening. So on that 10 inches, I'm going to go in by 1 inch. So I'm going to go in by 1 inch, and that's what I'm marking out now. So after going in by 1 inch, I'm just going to use my chalk and make that 1 inch straight to the edge of the fabric, like so. So once I get to the edge of the fabric, I'm going to use my scissors to cut it out. So we are practically done with our top. So I'm just going to trim off the rough edges of the down part as well. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and open up both the front and back panel, because we are done with our cutting. So it's time to start stitching together. So I'll open up the front panel and place it on the table. Then I'm going to open up the back panel and place it on it as well. Mind you, I'm going to place it on its right side facing each other. So that is what I'm trying to do now. So once I place both on each other, I'm going to align the shoulder and I'm just going to pin it down together. So I'll take it to my machine and go ahead to stitch the shoulder for the front panel to the shoulder of the back panel. So I'll stitch it down with half an inch. So after stitching the shoulders together, this is what I have. This is how it looks on the wrong side. So I'm just going to turn it to the right side now so you can see how it's looking. So this is how it is on the right side. So the next thing I'm going to go and do now is to pipe the neckline. So I'm going to take my bias strip and I'm going to use it to pipe up the neckline round. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to take my sleeve. Then I'm going to fold it in. I'm going to fold it in like so. Fold it first, fold in the second time like so, that I'll stitch it down. So I will do the same again for the other side. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Then I'll get back to us. So guys, I've gone ahead to pipe the neckline. So this is what it looks like on the right side, and this is what it looks like on the wrong side. And I've gone ahead to fold in the sleeve as well. So this is the sleeve that I folded in. So I did the same for the other side as well. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do now is to join the two sides together. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick the two sides and place it on each other like so. Then I'm going to take it to my machine to stitch it down together like so. I'll do the same for the other side. Then I'm going to fold in the down part to hem it. I'll fold it like so, so that there will be space for our elastic band to pass through it. So I'll go ahead and do that now. So guys, this is what I have after joining the sides together and hemming the down part, which doubles as the elastic casing. So as you can see, our crop top is already taking shape. So while sewing down on the elastic casing, I made sure that I left a space where I'm going to pass the elastic through at the down side. So this is the space that I left out. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is to take my safety pin, bring in my safety pin. Then I'm going to go ahead and measure my elastic. So My waist circumference is 37 inches, so I'm going to be measuring that 37 inches to cut out for my elastic. So I'm just going to go ahead and just cut it out like that. So after cutting it out, I will insert my safety pin into the elastic. So I will insert my safety pin into the elastic. So once I insert the safety pin into the elastic, I'm going to insert the safety pin with the elastic into the little space I left while sewing down on the hemi part of this top. So I'm just going to go ahead now and insert my elastic casing. So I will insert that. When I get to the part where my elastic has almost finished on this other side, I'm just going to go ahead and take my office pin and just use it to pin it down at that side. The reason for this is so that it does not enter and I'll now have to start all over again. So I'm just going to continue inserting the elastic till I bring it out on the other side. So once I bring it out on the other side, I'll take it to my machine and stitch it down. Then I'll pull it in and just cover the opened part. So this is what I have after stitching it down to the fabric. So this is our Bubu crop top, and as you can see, it's looking so beautiful and lovely. Thank you so much guys for watching this tutorial. Please do well to like this video and subscribe to this channel to enjoy more sewing content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.